How's it going, everyone? So I know this past year we've been learning a lot more about prayer, but for this vlog, I wanted to share a little bit about what I shared in a group recently. So for our group, recovery group, when we have a testimony speaker, we break up into a circle where it's co-ed and we all get a chance to share. And one of the topics was, what's on your heart that you don't really want to share? Which I thought was kind of funny and humorous, because it's like, you know, how are you really going to get people to come out to share something that might be on their heart, but they really don't want to share it? And we had about 40 minutes of it, and I was the last one to go. And I ended up answering that question. And I wanted to share a little bit with you about that experience. And I started off with saying that, you know, I really don't want to die. I know I'm going to. I know we all have to. And I'll be grateful if I get 30 plus more years. See, I'm almost in my mid 50s. And, you know, co-worker, her husband recently passed away, and there was no indication that it was going to happen. And then as I've shared that story with others, other people have shared how they know people, you know, around my age and their age. You know, we're in our either early 50s. Even a friend of mine shared that we had a common friend that passed away in his late 40s. So what's that mean? There's no guarantee of tomorrow, right? And I thought it was relevant to share because as I listened to the group share their perspectives on what they're struggling with and what they're going through, there were so many different varying stories, but it was all the same theme. How do we get over ourselves? How do we do it so that it's not too late? And there's no simple answer to that. I think we all reach a point of where we get sick of it and we start to make different choices. But even then, sometimes when we try to make these different choices, it's like we're stuck in a loop where we're just making the same bad choice that we don't want to make. And I get it, it's hard, you know. Sometimes for so many of us, our recovery story includes relapsing, and it's going to happen because what's funny is we've convinced ourselves that we can have the life we've lived before, you know, and still have the same things that we have in sobriety. And it doesn't work that way. It never has. I've never seen it proven that way. You know, if someone claims to have been an addict, had some time sober, and then went back to the same activity and still have the same life, then I question whether they were a true addict or not. Were they truly broken? Or was it just a phase? Because addiction comes with brokenness. And I think that's important to remember because we really don't have a lot of time. Time ticks away faster than we realize. You know, before we know it, 10 years have gone by. You know, before we know it, we're in our 60s, our 70s. And some of us will never change. Some of us might die in our addiction, in our misery. And that's sad. It's a tough reality to face. But we have a choice now. And I think that's what I really want all of you to get out of this, is that I didn't really want to share about my truth about not wanting to die, because no one really does. I mean, that part is true. But what I didn't really want to share is that I don't know if I have 30 plus years. I'll be blessed if I do. So whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're struggling with, make that change now, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Till next time.